you. If you missed any of the first hour of the show, go back on the podcast, and shame on you. Exactly right, Kmart. Great conversations about all the drama around LA hoops with Lakers, Sale, Clippers, Kawhi, etc. Dodgers and Cubs last night, the 2 MVP candidates, both with 2 home runs. Shohei Ohtani with 2 for the Dodgers in their win over the Rockies. Pete Crow Armstrong with a leadoff homer and a walk-off homer for the Cubs against the White Sox, and the AP Top 25 out. And why exactly is Indiana so low per Kmart at number 6? Let's see, we have power rankings.
All right, we got my power rankings today, and they are brought to you by SoFi. Get your money right. You know, it's Tuesday on Unsportsmanlike Kmart, which means we love to rank stuff. And today, I'm throwing a whole lot of shade because I got my most overhyped coming into the 2026 NFL season. So these are people, these are players, coaches, teams that are just getting way too much of the conversation when it comes to trying to contend for a championship. And I'm here to throw cold water on all of the runaway narratives that we got before we get through the end of training camp. So everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
All right, let's kick this thing off with number 5.
Number 5.
John Harbaugh.
Wow.
Listen, I understand he was the belle of the ball, like Kmart always says. When it came to the hiring cycle, the Giants gave him a 9-figure contract after he was ousted in Baltimore. Remember, he got a little working tension with the quarterback Lamar Jackson, and he lost the verses when it comes to the battle in Charm City. He ends up landing on his feet in the Big Apple. But we not forget that things were going left for John Harbaugh with the Baltimore Ravens, and it started at the beginning of last season when they blew a double-digit lead on the road in Buffalo. And, of course, that's what John Harbaugh has become known for in recent years. John Harbaugh has the most blown double-digit leads in the second half of games since 1991. He's blown 46 fourth-quarter leads since he took over in 2008 in Baltimore, which is the second most during that span. And then, oh, by the way, if you want to flip it over to what Big Blue has done, they've only had 2 winning seasons since 2014. During that span, the New York Giants have had 10 double-digit loss seasons. I understand everybody's excited about Jackson Dart, Malik Neighbors coming back healthy, the draft picks that they had 2 in the top 10. But the New York Giants are a franchise that is rebuilding, and there is still a question mark on whether or not they found the long-term successor to Eli Manning. So John Harbaugh checking in at 5 on my most overhyped coming into 2026.
Boy, did you not waste any time on this one. I am shocked by this one. This is juicy. You played for that man. We all know how great of a coach he is, but to Cece's point, what I've said about the Giants for a while now, they are the Jets in blue. We just don't acknowledge it. They have been the Jets in blue on and off the field. But one would have thought John Harbaugh could be the guy that eliminates the Jets in blue moniker or label and gets them back to the Coughlin-Parcells days. Boy, that's a fascinating one. And I don't know how you top that one. Number 5.
I know. With CC, he's about to top it. Don't worry.
Sure.
Number 4.
The Green Bay Packers.
I agree with you on that.
We got to cut it out with the Green Bay Packers, y'all. This is getting crazy. Jordan Love for MVP. We said that last year. And everybody's still holding on to it coming into 2026. The Packers ended the season on a 5-game losing streak, including blowing not 1 but 2 double-digit leads to the Chicago Bears in a 4-week span. 4th consecutive year not winning the division, tied for the team's longest streak in the last 3 decades. Under Matt LaFleur, they're 3-6 in the postseason, including 3 one-and-dones. The offensive line, shaky at best. They allowed the quarterback to be pressured on 29% of dropbacks last year, the highest rate for a Packers quarterback in a season since 2018. And oh, by the way, they ranked 25th in the NFL in yards before first contact per rush at 2.3. Green Bay's worst mark since they started tracking the stat in 2009. The Green Bay Packers, 4th on my most overhyped coming into 2026.
You want to go
I am
first?
obligated to say, what do you think you're doing? Sitting in Michelle's seat, her team, her Packers, I can't allow you to talk smack about them.
Okay.
And that's all.
Great take. You know what?
Because I can't
Here's
argue
the thing.
with.
I agree with him, and I'm going to take his side on this, and I'm going to go to the Source Awards. Okay? All those hosts up in ESPN Wisconsin Gabe Neitzel, Josh DiMaggio, Mark Tauscher, Kyle Wallace, Molly Brown, all those hosts up in ESPN Wisconsin telling us all how great the Packers are going to be this year because of Jordan Love. Come to death row. Because we are sitting here and we are going to tell you that the Chicago Bears are going to be better than them, and the Green Bay Packers have a lot to prove with Micah out and Jordan Love only good different parts of the season. I agree with Canty. They are overhyped. That doesn't mean they may not be good. They are just overhyped right now.
This is weird that you see everything my way, but I like it. I like it. Next.
Number 3.
Justin Herbert. Can we start with the quarterback that's built in the lab?
This is a good list. It actually bothers me.
Can we cut it out, please? Like, it's a fine line between excuses and reasons, and Justin Herbert is white-knuckling it on that tightrope. Already on coach number 3 going into his 7th season, poor play in the postseason is ultimately what has defined his time in a Chargers uniform. A blown 27-point lead in Jacksonville, followed by 2 embarrassing double-digit losses where he turned the ball over a total of 5 times. It's got to stop with Justin Herbert. The organization, to their credit, brought in offensive coordinator Mike McDaniel to add more creativity to the offense in an attempt to make things easier for the quarterback. Both tackles are returning from injury, which should dramatically improve Justin Herbert's protection. All that to say, Herbert has to produce this season. Otherwise, he becomes known as the guy that's just good enough to get good coaches fired. Justin Herbert, number 3 on my most overhyped coming into 2026.
No argument from me. I would put him at 1.
That's a good one. Now, I want to double down on what this list is. Overhyped is blaming people like myself, Canty, Kmart.
Oh, whoa.
No. The point is, at no point did CC ever say these people are not going to be good or are not good at the job. Overhyped means we, as sports fans and media, talk about them with a level of accomplishment that is not there yet.
Interesting.
Well, am I wrong about? You don't see Mahomes on this list yet, do you?
Well, I don't dabble in hyperbole, so I'm surprised that I was even included in that list. As the voice of reason, journalism 101, but continue. Go ahead.
Okay, so let me clarify. I never do this in the middle of a list, but when it comes to somebody being overhyped, that means their resume is a little bit short when it comes on things that define your legacy. So what are the things? Winning division titles.
Jordan Love is
winning playoff games.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Herbert is 0.
Winning MVPs.
Neither of them have
winning championships.
John Harbaugh has done it.
Those are the types of things that we're talking about. So when you're a little light on those things, that's when we start to put you on the overhyped list. Okay?
I'm with you.
Next.
Number 2.
The LA Rams. Shortest odds to win the title this upcoming season. However, since 1995, only 4 Super Bowl favorites have won the title. The 2006 Colts, the 2016-2018 New England Patriots, and the 2023 Chiefs. That's Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. Matthew Stafford is not those guys, and he will be 39 by the time Super Bowl 61 rolls around. Only 2 quarterbacks have ever played in a Super Bowl age 39 or older, that being Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. LA has a top-heavy roster and looming potential discipline issues from the league for Puka Nacua and left tackle Alaric Jackson. And the reigning defending champions are in their division, who have beaten them in 3 of the last 5 games across 2 different quarterbacks over the past 2 seasons. The LA Rams checking in at number 2 on my most overhyped coming into 2026.
You're bugging.
Okay.
So I think if we're going to look at this team, are they top heavy? Sure. But what would be overhyped would be when people thought the Denver Broncos were going to win the AFC West when Russell Wilson went there. Like, that's overhyped to me. But this team, with the roster that they have, they're not overhyped. They are a Super Bowl favorite, and we should be talking about them as such. To say they will definitely win, definitely win the Super Bowl is hyperbole.
Okay, hold on.
But this on paper, and you bring up they've lost to the defending champs 3 times last year. Yeah, by a total of 7 points, losing to the Seahawks. So I'm sorry, they weren't getting boat raced by Seattle.
Hang the banner. We only lost to Seattle by 7 points.
No.
Hang the
I'm
banner.
not. Again, when we are talking about the overhype, the list of the overhype list, I don't think the Rams qualify given the resume. They lost by 4 points in the NFC title game last year to the defending champs, a team that they lost to in less than 10 points total. I don't think what you're saying is accurate.
Can I say this? The Rams are sitting at plus 550 to win the championship. The next closest team is plus 1,000, and that's not Seattle. And Seattle is in the NFC West, their division. That is ridiculous. That's what I mean by overhyped. Seattle is 11-1. The Rams are plus 550. That is ridiculous. Next.
Number 1.
Joe Burrow.
I was waiting for that.
Joe Burrow.
Well, I'm just shocked he didn't name this list the Joe Burrow Award.
I wanted to. The Joe Burrow Invitational. I like it.
This is ridiculous.
As the most overhyped coming into a season, the Joe Burrow Invitational. We have the Patrick Mahomes Invitational, which is the AFC Championship game in Arrowhead. This list might be the Joe Burrow Invitational.
Go ahead with your.
Listen, protection is still a big issue for Joey B, right? In the preseason game against the Lions, he was sacked once, hit twice in 7 dropbacks. Since his offensive line finished 2025 with the 5th worst pass block win rate in the NFL. Since drafting Joey B in 2020, the Bengals offensive line has the worst pass block win rate in the NFL. Put another way, on half of Cincinnati's pass plays since 2020, at least one of the offensive linemen is getting beat within 2.5 seconds, which is ridiculous. As a result, Burrow has missed 22 games due to injury in his career, including 9 last year because of the turf toe, and is one of 4 players to be sacked over 200 times during that span. As Mike Tannenbaum says, if you can't block him, you can't beat him. This is not fantasy football. This is real football where offensive linemen matter, and Joe Burrow ain't got enough of them. That's why he's coming into 2026 as my most overhyped.
So we have the list.
What?
Most overhyped players or teams going into the 2026-2027 season. Number 1, Joe Burrow. Number 2, LA Rams. Number 3, Justin Herbert. Number 4, Green Bay Packers. And number 5, John Harbaugh. Objections, omissions, and who did he leave out here? Those would be omissions. From you guys at 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. Who would you say most overhyped player, coach, team going into the 2026-2027 season in the NFL? 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. We'll get your phone calls in coming up. We're on Sportsmanlike, presented by Progressive Insurance.